Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to GHC Esports on Twitch. I am Ralph with the GHC Esports program, and with me this afternoon is Abby Twibel. Abby, how the heck are you?
I'm doing good. Everyone's still in quarantine, so we're all hanging out, but
Yep.
I'm doing good.
Yeah, it's. It is an absolutely fan freaking tastic day outside. It's absolutely gorgeous, and we are still inside, which I don't mind because we've got Rocket League on the docket for today. So this is actually the very first game of our fall season, the first official game up against the Lackawanna Falcons, who they are a really good team. Do you know anything about the Falcons?
Not really, honestly, but I have a feeling I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, yeah, I think we're all going to find out. So I think they are from Pennsylvania. I believe they took the NJCAA championship last year, so they are a well-oiled machine of winning. They are. We had a pretty easy preseason. I think we won nearly every game. In fact, one of our games last week, the other team left halfway through it because it was pretty unbalanced. And nobody likes to see an unbalanced game, which is why I'm hoping today is just going to be exceptional. I am really looking forward to seeing some high octane action. Um, why don't we do a little quick overview of our starting lineup? Um, I would like to actually start by introducing Shadowbane. So Shadowbane is I would say our star player so far. He's got a win rate in the preseason, so scrims and preseason games, of 86% with a shot accuracy of 42%. So pretty remarkable there.
And then our other player, one of them, Ghost, freshman, and he's also a starter. His accuracy is 34.1%, and he has 24 times, and his win rate 8%. I think we're pretty good
I,
with that one.
yeah, yeah. Ghost is a phenomenal player to watch. He's probably the most freestyle oriented of our players on our roster. Last on the lineup, and one of the players that's first in my mind is Lako. He is actually a transfer student from Lower Columbia College. He came up here specifically to play Rocket League, and he is our team captain. He's got a win rate of 83% and a shot accuracy of 31%. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Lako be one of those key players in just about every play. I mean, he finds a way to get involved, whether it's applying pressure or whether it's being that third back, so that the other two players can do their pressure and do their thing, work their magic. And I am just really looking forward to a solid performance out of all three of them today. And they should be hopping in the lobby any minute now. It doesn't look like they are yet. Yeah. Let me see one more thing. Yeah, lobby's still not up yet. So Lackawanna is the home team, and for these games, when the since everything is remote, right? We're not going to Pennsylvania to play. The other team, the home team, builds the lobby and they host it on whatever server is closest to them. I will tell you, in today's game, we are planning on switching the lobbies back and forth a little bit. Since Pennsylvania normally plays on US East servers, and we usually play on US West servers, since they're home, we'll start on East, and then we'll flip back to West every other game. Have you ever played around with going to the different regions much in Rocket League, Abby?
I can't say that I have, but when I do play Rocket League, it's usually with this area's region, so.
Yeah. Well, a lot of Rocket League players end up playing on US East servers just kind of by default. There are definitely some opinions in the community that the US West servers are not very good. They, that they aren't as well maintained. Not only that, but a lot of leagues, I would say the core of the players in the United States, maybe even North America, tend to be over on the Eastern Seaboard. And so just about everybody says, well, if I'm going to be playing in a tournament or as part of a team or in a league, whether it's a rec league or another league, playing on US East is generally what people wind up doing. Yeah, still not getting connected to the server. No word yet from the teams. Although I see a couple of good luck messages going out between people. That's always good. Well, goodness gracious. Yeah, I guess we're just kind of hanging here. Yeah, no word from the other team yet. Hmm. Well, in addition to the lack of messages here from the other team, I do like seeing some of the chat messages on Twitch. I'm glad to see that Lako's fan club is here. That's good stuff. Yeah, nothing's showing up. Huh. Lako is actually in Twitch chat, pinging people. I mean, I guess if the other team isn't showing up to play, you might as well chat with folks in the audience, right?
Yeah.
I will agree with Zach08, who says Lako is OP. Yes, he is. Have you watched? So, Abby, I know you're part of the Discord, the GHC Esports Discord. Have you
Mhm.
seen any of Lako's games? So he plays in minor league esports as well. He's a player on the Pandas champ team, I think, their champion league, and he streams the official MLE matches. Have you had a chance to catch any of those?
I haven't, unfortunately, but I do kind of keep up with how the players are doing.
Unfortunately, is right because watching his games, he has his comms going through the stream as well, so you get to listen to him and his teammates play, and the way that he thinks and then moves on the field is so much fun to watch. As he calls other people off or calls himself off and says, can you fill this spot? I need to fall back and get boost or regroup or whatever, or that he had a bad recovery, something along those lines. It's
So he's
really
kind of like
fun
this.
to yeah.
He's kind of like the team strategist. He tells to move. He's playing chess, not checkers.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if he's the strategist. Listening to him play, I think he is probably one of the most clear communicators in Rocket League that I've ever had a chance to work with. Hey, it looks like our server might be up. And it looks like we are loading in, so I'm going to kick it on over to the game. Let's see what's going to happen here. Initial kickoff. Ghost with an early push. Getting some latency, though. That could be on our end. I was talking a little earlier about specifically about Lako's, calling off when he doesn't get recovery. I am starting to think that Rocket League is primarily about recovery. That
Yeah, it makes sense that it would be.
anybody can drive straight at the ball, but the speed with which a team recovers from a play, or that was risky. Shadow trying to clear it across his own net. Lako's got an open shot, bangs it in, and what a way to get on the board within the first 40 seconds. Fantastic.
Yeah, Lako saw an opening where there was no one around there, so he and shot made a goal.
Ghost wins the first kickoff, but Chasers is there for the reply. Popping it underneath. Shadow is there to save. Good attempt by Lako. Ghost is taking a Shadow on a near post rotation. Fezbot just sort of testing the waters there with a soft shot. Domasaur going to see if he can pick it up and carry it over, but that gets sent away. Ghost is there for a clear. No one GHC is ready to rotate back in, but that's okay because they are on offense. Chokers press again. Just taking little taps here. Nice push by Domasaur. Bringing it around, but gets stuck in the weeds. Bezbot's going to try to press an advantage. Shadow beats Doma to the 50. Bezbot rolls it along the line. It hits the wall. Ghost sends it up. Domasaur is back to keep that pressure on. Falcons are wanting to keep the ball in the Choker's end of the field. And they're doing a pretty good job of doing that very thing. Not bad defense coming out of the Choker.
Yeah, it's like the chokers are kind of trying to get over to their side while also trying to keep it up in the air more because it seems like our opponent is trying to keep it on the ground.
They've also got some pretty nice corner work. Corners are one of those areas where you can tell just how seasoned somebody is with Rocket League, and Ghost is going to top it in. Was that a solo play, or was that passed by Lako? Shadow sets it up, pumps it over. I see. Lako and Ghost both went for it. A little bit of a mess, but they slammed it home. Esbad looking for a setup. Ghost with a back pass to Shadow, who's not quite controlling it. This looks like an opportunity for the Falcons. Done away. We got a double commit by the Chokers. It looks like they're starting to crumble a little bit on this defense. Boost game by the Falcons not as tight as they would like. They're spending a lot of boost, and they're not as efficient in stealing the boost from the Chokers as it looks like their game plan leads one to believe. Nice pass by Ghost. No one's there to pick it up. Chokers got that 2-point lead. Not really wanting to put themselves in the riskiest spot to take advantage of it, but a gorgeous pass. Shadow cannot convert. Ball over to the Falcons, who are taking their turn playing defense. Up in the corner. We've got just a minute and a half left. Joker's still up by 2. Zach is rapidly becoming one of my favorite commenters in chat who says double commit equals double power. Yeah, now we're talking. Lako there threatening goalies across the net. Chasers puts one in. Well handled, taking advantage of an opening there.
It seems like the Falcons are feeling out how GHC plays, and they found a little weakness, and Chasers took that opportunity, and now it's 1-2 with GHC.
You did. We got a game on our hands. Minute left. Down by 1. Definitely doable. The Falcons could bring this back and give us an overtime. Also, what a nice setup. Lako wisely retreats. As third player back, that was not the time to press that advantage. It's up, going for a double tap. It's there. This is the setup. Sending it down, but Fezbot is there to receive. Nice pre-flip shot. Up, muscling it through. Lako picks that up. Not quite able to get that over Chasers, who's already recovered and back on defense. So the recovery from the Falcons is good. Almost a shot there. Just missed the looks like there's actually 4 people playing for the Falcons because the top bar, the crossbar on their net is their 4th player. Just saved them from what surely would have been a nail in the coffin. Not giving up. Shadowbane says, let's keep this ball in the Falcon half and let's not let it out. Fezbot does a demo on Shadow and says, no, we're getting it out. Whether or not they can convert to a goal, and they can't. Johns Hopkins. All right, I guess we're John Hopkins now. Well played by the Chokers. So what do the Falcons need to do if they're going to correct it?
I honestly think usually the first round is a feeler round to see how their team plays. And so I think that all the Falcons have to do is take what they learned and try and use that to beat GHC. But the same goes with GHC. So kind of
Yeah,
it'll
that
be close.
strategy that they had, the chokers there, that was a solid strategy. The chokers pushed on the offense. There were a number of times that it looked like they were leaving that third position open, but it turned out they had the play, the trust in the players. They pitch it downfield and then they go all in, and everybody's across that halfway line in the other half, and it works out for them. They are all on the same wavelength. If the Falcons don't come up with a better strategy, GHC needs to just keep doing what they're doing because what they're doing is working.
Purple in the Twitter said everyone knows post bars are the best players on. And I mean, sometimes they are.
Totally true. And it looks like we are still on US East. Um, so I think we're hopping in anyway. Is that true? No. No, everyone's left. I got to get out of here. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we are doing a server reset. We got to get that region correct. As we talked about earlier, because Lackawanna is US East based, uh, looks like we're still on US East. The idea was we're going to switch servers, so we would have the server over on the west side and then on the east side every other match. And it looks like we're still US East. I will be interested to see how things change. It looks like our players are jumping in, so let's hop into the game. We are in game 2 of a best of 7 series, Grace Harbor College Chokers versus the Lackawanna Falcons. First game was taken by the Chokers. And I think, Abby, I've got a scoreboard I can update here. Let's see if I did my homework right. No, not quite. Still getting some latency. That is definitely curious. Half a minute into the game, Chokers are again pinning the ball on the blue half, telling the Falcons, nope, we are here for a shot. Domosaur does a nice save, dishes it out. Looks like some miscommunication there between Chasers and Domo over who's going to take it out of there. Ends up just sending the ball away, giving a nice bump on Ghost there from, I think, with Fezbot. Ghost is up on the wall, though. He recovers. Loses it a little bit there. Nice toss up. Then there's a demo. Domosaur takes it. He picks it up. He's got it clear. He's heading downtown. Ghost grabs that one. Sends it past Chasers. Chasers not quite on it, but Fezbot is there. Picks it up. Sends it down. Shadow's got the clear. Picked up by Ghost. Still pressing that advantage. 2 to beat. Domo is there. Up against the backboard. Dropping down. That's an easy clear for Domo. Lako with a catch, sending it on over as a pass, not quite connected. Fezbot is on the offense, pushing and pushing, little twirlies in the air, and missed. Chaser's passing it out. Shadow's in net. Does he get the save? Ghost does. I wonder if he called off Shadow. I'd be curious to hear the team comms during that. Lako pops it over. Ghost is overextended. 3 minutes left on the clock. Score is still 0-0. Much more lively game this time around.
Yeah, they're much even because they learned around how the others interact and what they just kind of like around and how like stayed on GHC's side from the game. So they're offensive.
I think that's the. I finally got the scoreboard up that I was looking for, Abby. That's a little nicer. I'm gonna have to rebind that button. Just hit the halftime mark. Ball is in the choker half. They are on defense. Shot over, almost in. Oh, he just missed it. And a second one sent away. Can the Falcons get a shot in the net? That ball wants to find the back of the net, but the Chokers are saying so far, no thank you. Little bit of confusion. The corner is starting to look like a mud pit. Cars dangling in there. That was a long clear. Little bit of a breather for the Chokers. Let's see if they collect themselves and rally. That was some good pressure from the Falcons. They were laying on some heat for sure. Lako is back, popped over. Decent block by Shadow. Ghost is last back. Gets there first. Gonna get a second hit. He does. He wins that 50. Chasers is there. Soft hit. It's exposed. Shadow goes in. Oh, sent away by Domosaur. What a save. This game has seen, the last game we had some shots, but this game we've got some saves that are quality. Shadow with a corner shot, and it goes in. That is a dunk. Slam it at home. Thank you, Shadow Bay.
Overall, this round was chaotic. The corners to the post to like the frame of itself, just stopping shots completely. So
Yeah,
there's due to
yeah, I'm about to get a sign, and I'm going to walk out on the field, and I'm going to hammer it into the corners. Say, the corners are a mess. Just stay out of there. They're unfit for anybody. They don't support life. Lako wins the kickoff. Chat should be going crazy with Poggers by now because Lako is their hero. I think Lako's got chat stacked with fans, which I mean they're Lako fans. To be clear, they're not Choker fans. They're Lako fans. Oh, what a pass! Shadow doesn't quite connect. He got there just a split second too soon. Ghost is going to read that and then take his time setting up a counterattack. Almost in an awkward position for that shot. Lako passes it back out. Shadow is third back. It would be awfully risky if he jumps up for that. I think we're not on the right camera setting, though. That's a little bit more what I want to see. Dumblesaur is up. It's blocked. Ghost is in. An awkward save, but pulls it off. Double tap clearing it. Not a double tap, but I mean he touched it a second time for the clear. Nice. Careful read by Shadow. Doesn't quite get it cleared. Oh, Fezbot had that lined up in his sights. Two-0 lead with 8 seconds left. I think this game's also going to go to the Chokers. And John Hopkins, Grays Harbor College, wins again. Maple Syrup saying Lako equals the greatest of all time. I'm going to have to agree with you. The scoreboard doesn't show it. Only 2 saves, 1 shot to his name. But, with the score 2-0, that 1 shot, even if Shadow hadn't scored, then yes, Lako would be the greatest of all time because he would have gotten that game-winning point. As Lackawanna sits with still 0 on the board, we are probably going to do a server change. Abby, what are you seeing out there? What does this game look like to you?
this game is fighting tooth and nail because both teams, in my opinion, are pretty evenly matched. It's just trying to find little ways that you can get it on their side and shoot, which is why this game was rough. And it's only been an average of 3 points.
It was, and not joking about those corners. There were some really, really messy moments where I thought, wait, how? It looks to me like there's maybe 9, 12 cars that are there, and I know that there's only 3 on each team. So where it's just this big mess. It's a traffic jam, a snarl with the ball, popping out eventually. But much rougher game, just in terms of the grace of the cars that time around, which I enjoy. I like a little bit of rough car ball bumps and hits. Okay, it looks like we are properly on US West this time around. Looks like we're clear to jump into it. Teams are joining on the field. Let's head into game 3. This is a best of 7, so even game 3 is not quite going to put us on match point if the Chokers take this one. JK Foshizzle up in the air with a gorgeous air dribble. I don't think he was in the earlier games.
I don't remember seeing him, so they might have switched out a player.
Yeah, I think they might have. I think Diggs was in earlier, right?
I think so. I remember right.
JK with the shot on net. Then away. Ghost is there. Pops it over Domo. Over Fezbot. Not quite. Fezbot gets the clear. Oh, snapped from the jars of death on. Did I say jars of death? I meant jaws of death. And JK Faux Shizzle drops the ball right in the net. Just slipping it around. Who's that, Ghost?
That was Shadow and Lako and Ghost.
Yeah.
He shot it around Shadow at the corner, and then Lako and Ghost were at the goal. Overall, a good shot because there's two defenders right there.
Yeah. We got some questions from chat. Is it legal to change rosters in the middle of a game? Yes, it is. For NJCAA, their rules specifically state if you've got multiple matches in a series, you can switch players in between. Which I personally I like that quite a bit because if you're trying to develop a roster, being able to sub players in and out in the middle of a series is a really great way to do that without jeopardizing the team's. Nice pitch up by Domo and JK Fashizzle. That was some good teamwork. The dynamic is definitely different. The Falcons with JK on the field are playing a different type of game. Be interesting to see if
I
the
agree.
Chokers adapt.
It looks like since they added J.K. Shizzle, they're playing more of a passing game, like and get it over GHC in trouble.
JK is there with the upside down dunk from on high, well set up. Falcons just put the pieces in position and JK swoops in and drops it down. Just under 3 minutes left in the game. Falcons are up by 2.
Because he saw that GHC was right there, so he decided to hit it in on a bounce too. So it could have easily been blocked. So it was a risky shot, but it paid off.
Ghost taking his time. Not quite a pass over to Shadow. Going for the solo play there. Lako is there for support. Ghost is third back, pitches it up. Shadow is taking a wide rotation. So Shizzle looks like he's shy on boost there. Is that an opportunity for JHC to press their advantage? Ghost coming in to clean that up. Pops it up high. Shadow's not quite there for a pass, but he is down there. Sent away by JK. Ghost tries to tip it down in front. Lako also going up for that. And now Shadow's in the air. This is like we are at an airport and everyone's launching. Lako sends it over into the corner. Corners are much cleaner this time around. If I would have put my signs out on the field, I would now be content with cleaning them up. Nice,
I think the reason for that is that this is more of an air game now. Ever since J.K. Fojizel joined, it's more air and not so much corners as it was last game.
Yeah, and I think they're using the corners as a tool to get the ball somewhere, as opposed to the ball getting stuck in the corner, you know, hammered in by cars. Ghost taking JK out of the equation. Says, here you go, free rotation, go home. JK is back and on the ball, pops it over, I think, all 3 defenders at this point. One high, and Lako can't quite get there. Misreads that soft tap from JK.
This was a good shot by J.K. Fojizel because Ghost, or was it Lako? I can't really. I think it was Lako. Was right there, but he couldn't get there fast enough, and J.K. took that as a chance and took it. So now it's 3-0 with Lackawanna in the lead.
going for that third shot. Shadow is there. Can Ghost get there in time? Domo reads it, gets there quicker. JK just putting on the pressure. Tiny little pops, conserving the remaining boost that he's got, just to try to be a thorn in the side of the chokers. It's up and pressing on the choker side. Can they get a fourth salt in the wound goal? Is what Lackawanna is looking for now. Bezbot drops it in, and there is your salt shaker. As they drop that straight in. Ouch.
Bezbot took a chance and he made it. And it looked like Lako was also there, but he hit it, but it was too late. It was already in the goal, so there's nothing that he could have done to stop the goal. So now it is 4-0 with no time left.
And the third series is going to go to Lackawanna, and their new number one on the scoreboard player, J.K. O'Shizzle, making a huge difference for his team. Chat saying Foshizzle carrying, yeah, 784. Nobody else has even broke 400 in terms of points. That's a heavy carry. Maple Syrup saying Lako's just being nice. Okay, so what does GHC need to do? And I'll ask this of both you, Abby, and of chat. What does GHC need to change up if they're going to get back into this? And by GHC, I mean John Hopkins.
John Hopkins, yeah. Okay. I think that they need to get up and in the air more because Lackawanna was up in the air a lot, while GHC kind of stayed on the ground more. So I think by getting up in the air and playing with their terms, then we have a better chance at getting points in.
I'm going to take a different strategy. I'm going to say they just need to demo JK, take him out of the game as often as possible, target that guy, and if he's gone, then I think they have a much better chance of making some progress here. Looks like we are back on US East for game number 4, and people are jumping in, so let's head on into it. This is game number 4 in a best of 7 series.
Not gonna lie,
back into it?
demoing.
Go ahead.
It seems like the first thing that came to mind as well was demoing JK. But I was like, I gotta get here.
No. We do demos. You know, if it wasn't a valid tactic, it wouldn't be a part of the game.
Yep.
Nice center by Domasaur, but he couldn't recover to take advantage of it. Fezbot and JK trying to take it upfield. Fezbot going to try to feed a pass over to JK, who's lurking in the back. Constant threat. Lako gets that over, but Fezbot's already back. Nice defensive rotation. Seamless transition from offense to defense for Lackawanna there. And I am seeing the play between these three, specifically Fezbot and Domo, has really just changed with JK there. They seem so comfortable with him. Or them. I don't actually know if it's a dude.
It seems like the team dynamic has grown so much more since JK joined, which is pretty concerning if you're GHC, but there's always a weakness. You just gotta figure out what it is.
The vote is in from chat. GHC needs maybe slightly cleaner rotations and no double commits on certain balls. Yeah, I think that has a lot of merit. Just over 3 minutes in, we're still 0-0. Lackawanna's trying. Nice shot. Lako's just going to smash that one on home. What happened here?
It seems like Ghost set it up from the corner, and he saw Lako, so he was like, hey, I'm going to pass this right over here, and Lako hit it in.
And just like that, with that 1 point, there may be some momentum for GHC. There's a chink in the armor for Lackawanna's current roster. Shadow with a questionable aerial off the wall there. Can they sink it in? Yes, they can.
That
JK for Shizzle returns the favor.
Yeah, JK saw an opportunity and he hit it off into goal, which gave them a 1-1 tie. And the goal from GHC, it looked like a confidence boost. Now GHC is like him now.
Mm-hmm. Falcons say, no, 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 you can't have any of that. We're going to take that away. Oh, oh man! Yes, that was right there. That was a French move, and by that I mean it was a banger. Thank you, Purple Hippo. I appreciate the terminology. Oh,
Yeah, Lako just hit it towards the goal and obviously made the. And there's nothing that the Lackawanna could do. They were too far back.
and that was some of the air game that you were talking about. GHC going incredibly vertical on that one with the pass up and then down. That is one of those plays that could be really predictable. So not something that a team really wants to bank everything on. But in terms of pushing for some leverage, very smart play by the chokers. Everybody's just kind of dancing down on the choker half now. Looking for some optimal positioning here. Nobody's digging in too much. If anything, I would say I'm seeing a lack of communication between Fezbot and Domo. You know, JK there to clean up, but Fezbot and Domo were doing some pretty excellent team plays. Oh, what a clear! Oh, smashed it in. No communication on that one. Just ball goes here.
Dang, there was a huge opening right there, and Lako was like, "Okay, I'll take it."
Right, you're
So
gonna
now
serve that
it's
up to
we're
me?
up 3-1.
Shadow giving a little friendly shoulder bump to Domosaur there. I'm surprised to see that my demos strategy is not being adopted, but you know, then again, I'm not a very good Rocket League player, so maybe it makes sense that they're not following my ideas. 1 minute left, and it does seem like GHC may have found the hole in the armor of the Falcons' new trio here. Their starter, their changeup. Big whiff by Domo. Back pass to Shadow. No, that was from Foshizzle. Sorry. This is Foshizzle playing offense. He's got the camouflage car design going on. JK's going to send in a second shot. 35 seconds left. Very doable for the Falcons here.
Yes. Um, it's very doable, and if GHC plays defense, they could possibly win with a 3-2 score, or they could risk getting defense and try and get another point.
It'll be interesting to see what they do. You know, sometimes the best defense is a good offense.
Yeah.
And so really driving in there. Of course, this is desperation times. 23 seconds left. It's still doable for the Falcons. But are they going to be able to? Oh, 50-50. Lako takes it, but goes just a little bit far behind. Lako sends the ball over. No one's home at the net. That could have been a slow roll goal if it would have been on target. Up by Shadow. The clock is going to drop, and it looks like GHC, the Chokers, are going to take game number 4, putting them at match point.
It seems like John Hopkins is stepping up their game. They're learning. Lackawanna's playing. So.
Oh, my lights went out. Sorry, I'm in the dark today. Yeah, that was I was surprised at how well they adapted. I'm a Chokers fan. I'm a believer. I love every member of that team as if they were my own child. and I'm still surprised at how well they did on that comeback. You think we're going to see any more roster changes out of the Falcons?
Um, with the miscommunication between the Dinosaur and oh my goodness, I can't remember the other one.
Bezbot?
That's my bad. Fezbot, thank you.
Yep.
Between them, they might replace one of them, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep J.K. Foshizel in because he's made goals and he's a pretty good player. I'll give him that.
Looks like we are once again on an East server. So, as somebody who is a stickler for rules, I got to say we're not following the strategy there. But let's hop into our gosh, what is this? Game 5 in our best of
Yes, I'm
7.
pretty sure.
And let me pull up my fixed scoreboard. I no longer have a quick shortcut to it. I think that should be updated. No, not quite. Still waiting on the update for 3. Lackawanna sticking with the same roster. Let's see if the communication comes back. Nice shot from JK, sent away by Ghost. Dead on target, though. Some clattering in the air between Ghost and Fezbot. JK is there for the shot. Same strategy they used before. Domo and Fezbot work their way down the field. Too bad Ghost is there, and he says, no, this goal is mine.
Yeah, Ghost just with the help of Lako passed it to Ghost, and Ghost hit it in with Fezbot right there. So it was kind of close, cutting it close, but they got it.
Being on match point, even with this roster, has got to get the attention of the Falcons. I mean, these are the champions of last year's NJCAA tournament. The very league that we're in right now. Whiff by Lako presents an opportunity, but Shadow is there. Good rotations from the Choker team. Not quite sealing the deal with Fezbot there. JK is there, off on the side post. Looks like the side post is the 4th player for the Chokers team right now. Domasaur goes back, overshoots his drift rotation a little bit. Threat coming in from Ghost, sent away by JK. Lako's in the corner. Kind of a rough clear. Some bumps from Domo and Lako as those two. I'm going to say that was a fist bump and not a punch to the nose. Bezbot's going to try to get just a big clear, sending it down. Lako tends it, but overshoots. JK's got an opening, and it goes in.
Yeah, with these two teams, if they see an opening, they're gonna take it. It's like the saying goes: if you give an inch, you're gonna. So now it's 1-1 with 3.5.
The Falcons definitely are paying attention now. They might have been snoozing through the first 2 matches. Got caught off guard. They caught the Chokers off guard on the 3rd one. We punched back on the 4th, and now they've got all hands on deck, and they're saying, "Oh no, we don't want to drop one more match. We want to take this best of 7 series." And they are certainly putting the effort in to prove it. Fezbot doesn't quite connect, and now GHC with a demo. Domo is sent out of the way. Fezbot takes out Lako. Ghost takes out JK Foshizzle. It is a battlefield out there, people. These cars might actually have guns.
There's casualties all over the field.
There are. Call a medic. Drivers are injured. Fezbot tries to stall it, but Lako is still pushing on. A pass out to Ghost, who's too far away to do anything. Back pass goes awry. Shadow is there to clean up. Looks like some disarray on the Choker side. Not some clean defense there. Fezbot is too eager to make that shot and doesn't quite get it in. Ball has been trapped in GHC side for about 15 or 20 seconds now. Pass out to Ghost. He does get it. Nice 50. And now we're finally get a little bit of relief for the Chokers as the ball winds up on the blue half. Shadow taps it in. Oh, right off the... What even was that? What happened?
I think Shadow saw an opportunity. It hit off the ceiling, and he hit it off the ground and right in there.
That read off the floor bounce to knock it into the corner. Oh, I know these are supposed to be scripted, but you can't write stuff like that.
Yeah.
You should. Yeah, I'm with Hippo. What a read off the ceiling. Ghost is at home playing homemaker. Sends that ball away. He's up again. That was fast. Shadow can't quite seal it. Looks like Fashizzle was there. JK, I guess. I should settle on a name for that guy. Shadow's up on the wall. Gonna try to sneak it in, but it gets sent away by Domo, I believe. Fashizzle trying to carry and top it up. Ghost is there, receives that. Pressure again on the blue half. Rotations are looking a little cleaner out of GHC. No time to celebrate. They've had some messy rotations like that one right there, which exposes an opening.
I think there's a lot of pressure between the two teams because it is Lackawanna is down 2 games, so this is the last game if GHC wins. So they're trying to take every opportunity that they can in order to make a goal.
And that momentum seems to have done it for them. That last goal puts them now one up to GHC with the last minute and a half. Sorry, minute 10 seconds. The last 70 seconds going into the game. GHC is down by one. Desperately need an equalizer if they're going to close out this series this game. There goes the kickoff. Ghost sends it over, but that may have been calculated. Fezbot picks it up. Easy clear by Lako, who's going to try to follow it up, but Domosaur is there. Kicks it out midfield. Shadow is up. Sends it into the corner. Both he and Ghost are on the prowl looking for a clearing. Over to Fezbot. Bump by Fashizzle from Shadowbane, who doesn't quite seal the deal, although that was a really great play. Almost did the job. Fashizzle is still on it, but leaves it. Shadow's got it up in the air. Can Lako clench it? No, he can't. Ghost is third back and whiffs, leaving a vulnerability for JHC. Something they do not need right now, and JK is going to capitalize on that. That's
There
a
is
one
a
shot
lot
right
of
there.
pressure. Yeah, that was really good. JK just, like I said, you give an inch, she's going to take a mile.
The Falcons
That's why
are
they're up.
stomping at the door for the Chokers right now, saying, no, 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 this is not your game. This is our game. Collision between JK and Ghost in the corner. And another bump. I think JK and Ghost have run into each other more than once this series. Is they going to make it in? Yes, they do. And Lako brings it within striking distance with just 15 seconds left to go.
Yeah, Lako's just taking any opportunity at all to get a goal. So now there's 15 seconds left, 4-3, with Lackawanna up by 1. So GHC can try it and get it, but we'll see.
They'll have to move pretty quickly. Ball's in the blue half. Lako is up, sends it softly over to the corner. Two defenders go in on that. Out to Ghost, who pops it up. Lako's there in the corner trying to work it, but it gets sent away. Clock reaches 0. Will the ball touch the ground? Yes, it does. And Lackawanna takes game number 5, bringing them down just by 1. And I'm wondering, are we actually going to shift back to a US West server? Uh, I genuinely want to know.
That's a good question.
I
I
guess we'll
think we
find
will
out.
since we've been going back and forth.
Well, I'm going to show my bias here. I think we've been favoring US East servers, but
Yeah.
but I don't want to be too sour about that. Whew, what a series! Still
Yeah,
GHC
getting
is at,
intense.
at 3 series wins. Lackawanna is at 2. I don't think we're going to see any roster changes. I think they are going to be pretty set on doing just what they did last game and in game number 3, and they're going to want to come back at this point and win the next 2 matches. GHC is just one away.
It seems like Lackawanna has found their perfect team against GHC. And while we do like monopolize on the little mistakes that they make, they're still getting a lot of points on us. So
Yeah, the Falcons seem like they are playing really well as a unit. Those three, but when somebody falls out of step, it's like they don't have the adaptability or the flexibility. So when something unconventional happens on the field, a bump or an awkward rotation that they weren't expecting, they sort of lose the thread. And let's see, lose the thread, drop the ball. I'm looking for more analogies here, but Lackawanna's ability to recover from that synergy once they get shaken, GHC tends to just push and exploit that and win the game. And our server still is not up. Um, huh. We got a comment here, Purple Hippo. If GHC can clean up one or two mistakes here or there that JK capitalizes on, they'll take the series. I think you're right. JK is the one who's always sitting there waiting. He's that third player back, just a quarter of the pitch away from the goal. And once Fezbot and Domo set something up and GHC double commits or they make a whiff, yeah, I think Purple. I think your read on this is exactly right. Server is still not up. Um, you know, there were two goals in the last game, maybe the last two games that I really, really liked. And Abby, it was something that you were saying, which is GHC deciding, okay, you want to play in the air, we'll take this game to the air. And one was that ceiling bounce to floor, and that read from Shadow to just drop it in the bottom, I think bottom right corner of the net. And the other one was when Ghost popped it up in the ceiling right above the goal, and Shadow read it coming down and dropped it into their net. And both of those were just really excellent plays that did take advantage of that third dimension, of that height. And I'm not committed to saying that that is the strategy GHC needs, but I'm also not saying that. I mean, it seems like it's working.
yeah, I think that GHC has to play kind of like diversely, like in the air, on the ground, defense, offense, just whatever way to get goals because JK is coming in hot. His goals, his or her goals.
Yeah, yeah. Their their goals, and
Their
same
goals.
thing. I was calling JK a he, and I just don't have enough information. You can't tell from a player name. Although, when I saw somebody whose name was Taco Panther, I thought, okay, that seems like a lady to me. Like, I don't know why. I can't explain it. But I was like, first of all, Taco Panther is a really, really cool name. Second of all, it sounds like a lady. But I digress.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
you really can't
in-game
tell.
name gets confused a lot. I get called in noodle games and stuff, and I'm like, I'll take it. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Right. I'm here to win, not to argue about this kind of stuff. Yeah, but from a casting point of view and from a community point of view, I think it does make sense to just default to they them, and until you have some information, until somebody knows. So I did get a message that it sounds like JK Foshizzle needs a PC restart. Okay, we'll give it to him. Them,
I guess.
give it to him.
No.
Yeah. And I think we've been playing on DHF Stadium, right? Yeah, I think so. I think that's where we've been. No new updates from them. Okie dokie. Yep, still just waiting. Yeah, whew. Little break. Take a little breather. Calm down. So this Friday at 3 o'clock, our Valorant team goes up against gosh, who was it? I have it right here. Um, we are playing Sandberg Chargers Friday at 3. Same bat time, same bat channel this Friday. Right now, we've got some of our Smash players. We actually took down the LCCC Loggers, and I think the Wabansi Chiefs took us down. And our last player, captain of our Smash team, Squimples, is playing the MCCC Mustangs right now. All teams that we have had a brush with in the past. And then, of course, Thursday we do our community game nights. Abby, how come we haven't gotten you roped into one of our Thursday night community gaming nights?
I've been meaning to join. I'm kind of bad when it comes to that though, because Thursday is a really heavy assignment day for me.
Gotcha.
But I'm meaning to jump on, and I probably will soon.
Well, we're doing Among Us this week. Have you played that yet?
Oh yeah, I actually joined an Among Us group that was recommended through the GHC Esports Twitch. And I was playing with them, and I will admit I've only ever played on the first map. So when I joined them, they were playing on the second. So I got
Yeah.
imposter 5 out of 7 times. So I was
That's
using
awesome.
not knowing the map.
Yeah.
And the
So I think I've
chat
played like 10
Twitch.
times. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. The chat on Twitch uh, goes PC or whatever. Whatever. And be right back. Gotta flip some breakers. Hold on to a new town.
Yeah.
Give me a few
I
days.
that's some pretty good sass. I like it, chat. Keep it coming.
I'm down for some attitude. Let's go.
Yeah, bring it, guys. Okay, it looks like it's up. It looks like we are US West. Uh, and nobody from GHC is here yet. We do have Diggs in the arena. I think he's just spectating. Diggs, I believe, is their team captain. Domo, Fushizzle, and Festbot are all in, ready to go, waiting for GHC to get in here, and maybe close out the series on this next game. So best of seven
that
series. GHC has had 3 wins. Lackawanna has had 2, putting GHC at match point in this best of 7.
if Lackawanna wins this round, it's gonna be no holds barred the round after that. 'Cause that's the winning match.
Hey, people. Oh, they're in. Here I am messaging them to tell them to get in, and they're already in. So let's hop into game number 4. Sorry, game number 6.
Yeah,
I just need a little help with math, like all the help with all the math.
I got you.
JK on the assault, and oh, 2 chokers cannot save that ball.
Yeah, they're coming in hot this round. So they're gonna try and even it out. So the round, it's oh my goodness, it's gonna be a hard round if they win this one.
Rough shot from Ghost, but can they capitalize? No, gets sent away by Domo. Split-second save too. Shadow controlling the ball, tries to pop it up. JK is there to meet that challenge. I think JK has Shadow in his sights. A pass up there. Domo can't seal the deal. Goes back down. It is nice to see JK getting into the mix as the one who's setting up the shots instead of the cleanup crew.
Yeah.
Ghost pops in an equalizer. Ooh, that was an interesting little hesitation. Shadow taps it. Oh, okay, I see. Ghost closed it up. Wondering how that happened.
Yeah, Ghost saw an opportunity, and in this game, it's no holds barred right now. So he took that opportunity.
Yeah.
So now it's 1-1 with 4.25 minutes left.
You say no holds barred, and I swear to God, I can smell the octane, the gasoline. JK rolls one in from across the pitch. This is like bowling at this point. Oh, nice touch, though.
That
Sidebar has
was
decided
if we're
to
playing
bench the Jokers.
if
Go
we're
ahead.
playing bowling, that was almost a better ball. He almost hit the edge of
Truth.
the is spamming snacks to help out Lako. Just Dorito chips and stuff.
Oh, spam this nacho, spam this snacko to help out Lako. Bring it on, chat. JK with an air dribble, can't quite finish, turns it into a ground roll. Shadow's up, can he get the block? No, he can't. Ghost sends it up, but it looks like GHC is starting to fall behind under the pressure of this onslaught.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's stepping up their game, even Damasaur. They, when there was GHC right there, there's 2 GHC players right there.
Yeah, getting hit with an aggressive offense, playing timid is not the correct approach. That's not going to get you wins. Almost closed the deal with Lako there with that double tap. Self-serve pass. Domo taps it up for JK. JK puts it on net. Shadow is there for the clear. Down on the ground, takes the boost, but can't convert. Ghost misses the save, but that's okay. It glances on by. Shadow's trying to take a run at net. 50 in the air. Lako wins that. Clear by Domo, sending it back downfield. Ghost has got it. Oh, JK just reads that like a book. Brutal.
Yeah, it seems like JK noticed that Ghost would have no way to go higher or be able to move to block it, so he took that opportunity.
Pop up from Lako. Ghost has got it. Can't quite turn that into a pass. Lako sending it around. Shadow's babysitting that one. He's going to try to walk that ball again. Hands it off to Ghost. Catch by JK. Tries to send it to Domo. Tries to bully his way through, and it does end up taking out Ghost.
Maple Syrup in the Twitch chat said, someone turn off JK's PC again. And I agree.
Yeah.
Can we just like flip the switch or something? Turn off the breaker.
Clear from Lako, but leaves the net open. GHC double commits all in on that save and can't clean up the third one. Bezbot's going to take game point number 5, and this is just starting to look like a runaway train. There's still 2 minutes left, so 4 points is possible. But the train, I think the train might be leaving the station in the next 30 seconds.
Yeah, they have to decide if they're going to jump on it or just go for the next round. I mean, they're still going to try and score points.
Oh. Soft clear from Ghost, and no one was there to support him on that clear. 2 in net. Easy pickings for Fezbot. Do you think it's maybe, I mean, there was a reference to French earlier. Do you think maybe the T in Fezbot is silent? Maybe it's like Vespa? Vespo? I need a pronunciation key. You know, like buffet. Could be a silent T. JK is lurking there. Like, not quite like a falcon, because I don't think falcons lurk. Maybe like an owl. He was lurking like an owl in the rafters. I need some bird-based puns. Oh, there we go. 1 minute left, and JK taps another one in, just flying by it. Joker defense is in tatters at this point. To the point where the Falcons can send 2 shooters in double committing on offense. They're so comfortably in the black on this one. Bezbot taps it out to Domo, who's not there to pick up that pass. Ghost does, though. JK's going to pop it up high, taking his time. The speed from JK has notably reduced. This is a team that is confident in their win for this series. For this match, at any rate. Maple Syrup says it's pronounced Jacob. Oddly, all the letters are silent. It's actually a different name entirely. I think it's Irish. I'm gonna need to see a source for that. Wikipedia doesn't count. It's fake news, I think. Lako's sending it downfield. I'm going to say this game is in the bag, and the Chokers are going to need to come up with another strategy. Still possible. There's still one more game in the series, but we are going to go all the way to Game 7, as per the script, to give you the best possible viewing experience. Saved at the last minute. Can they get it clear? Yes, they can. JK really taking his time and sitting back on that one to see what GHC does. Ghost is going to say, Fezbot, get off the field. Lake's going to receive that shot, but JK is not pushing. JK is sus. Well played, Lackawanna. Absolutely unambiguous win, 8-1 in favor of Lackawanna. And apparently we are now actually Grace Harbor. We've had an official college name change. We were John Hopkins. Now we are Grace Harbor, so that's good. And I think this last server is going to be on US East. So one more server change up, one more game. This is the very first game of the season. This is actually the very first season game for our team. And we're going all the way to Game 7. 3-3 so far. Whew. Predictions? Oh no. Did I lose you, Abby? I lost Abby. Wow, that game did it for her. She was like, this is all my heart can bear. Hopefully she has a good cardiologist. US East 479 Gizmo. Looks like we are going in for Game 7 in this best of 7 series. Grace Harbor College Chokers versus Lackawanna. Let's get into it.
I got disconnected halfway through last
Hey,
round,
welcome back.
So I'm sorry about that, but
no worries. Always glad to have you back on stream. Gorgeous pass within the first 12 seconds. Lako's going to say, I know where the ball goes. I forgot last round. All of us forgot last round, but we just remembered. We got a hold of the manual. And according to the manual, it says you're supposed to put the ball in the other team's net.
you're not supposed to put it in your you're supposed to in the other one.
And I have such a hard time with that. It just seems like an unnecessarily complicated rule. And so I just generally don't observe that one. I own goal as often as possible. Shadow is there trying to get the clear, but JK is going to touch it first and just nudge it into the top right corner. Equalizer, 28 seconds in, 1-1. It's basically like a new game. We get a restart because the scoreline, 1-1, it all equals out. This is a good strategy from Purple. Just do a rule 1 with JK. So, just get stuck nose to nose and keep him there for the entire game. Yes, he's definitely, he does so much for the Falcons.
Back him into the corner. Can we first guy that was in the first or two?
There's got to be a way you can
Just
bump a
switch it up
car
real
out of the map. Have you ever seen those exploits in like, I remember Grand Theft Auto San Andreas famously had a number of them, where you could fall out of the map and you're in some weird, like, you're inside one of the buildings or something like that. There's got to be a way to, oh, what a clear. JK, I think, just doing the dirty work there of dumping it sloppy into the corner, but then bumping out the goalie. Ghost is just sent to the back of the net, which is where the ball follows split second later.
That was a good shot. You saw an opportunity in this game. It's the final round, so you have to take opportunities.
Hand off to Shadow from Lako's air. A bump on, I think that was Domo from Lako. And he cannot quite get there in time. so close, but Falcons are putting on. I mean, they're sweating now. They weren't sweating before, but they're sweating. They're saying we're just going to push this one. Smell the gasoline on the field. All these cars' engines are hot. JK, lots of twirlies. Getting it out across net, but not too close. Lako's going to be there for that. Ghost takes a run at JK, but can't quite get him sent into no man's land. Nice touch from JK, but he's playing a little more conservatively, trying to guard that 2-point lead. Doesn't want to overextend, which is smart. You know, in that balance between playing smart and playing mechanically, you know, better, outplaying somebody. I've seen JK do both.
Just nice. They're diverse, which is a good way to play. Not just like, oh, I have to be on the ground because I know how to play in the air, or I have to play defense because I don't know how to play offense. It's been no all these ways.
There are still areas where all 6 of these players have some discomfort. And over the course of a 7-game series, one of the goals just has to be finding out where those other teams have some discomfort. Maybe it's certain angles, maybe, you know, it's certain onslaughts from the corner. The truly great Rocket League players are dangerous and comfortable from any angle, where they can put something on net, or they can get a quality a hard shot or a soft shot, regardless of where they're coming from. And all of these players have some discomfort in certain positions. JK now taking a slow run. He had no support. Everybody else got sent away. Lako trying to clear and get it past Fezbot. Fezba. Still struggling with that silent T. Fezbot's going to send it into his corner, try to get a little reclaim. Ghost is going to say, get out of here. Give him a free rotation to his corner. Pass out there to Ghost is going to receive that. They were just giving away possession. I think, ooh, what a save by Fezbot. That came in fast and on target. JK lifts it up in the corner. Ghost is there. Easy beat. Ooh, almost. Oh, last minute save by Domo. What a save. GHC is starting to put on some quality hits. And I think Lackawanna is playing the time game. I think they're trying to waste time. That 2-point lead, they don't want to risk anything. They want this win.
That makes sense because honestly, if you just run the clock, how are they going to goals?
That right there, I think, is the... Well, I don't know if it was the nail in the coffin, but there's definitely... They've built a coffin, and they got the nails out. They may even be digging a hole.
Yeah,
not the nail in... Not the final nail in the
coffin.
You think? How far could we stretch these bad analogies? All the way. We're going all the way with the bad analogies.
I haven't locked casket yet. They're getting there. They haven't.
Maple's got a full paragraph of a new strat that has to do with having your power go out, and I look forward to reading that. Not going to take my eyes off.
I guess you could say
13 more seconds. Go ahead.
I guess you could say I pulled it earlier. I got disconnected, so
Oh yeah.
it took me a while to get back on.
You were already hip to that strategy earlier. And with 1 second left, ball is going to drop. Lackawanna is going to take Game 7 to pull off the win against the Chokers, who had an early lead, hung in there pretty well, but when Lackawanna knuckled down, they just ultimately overcame. And so, congrats to Lackawanna. GG's, well played. That combo, JK, Domo, and Fezbot, absolutely banger combo of those three. They have some really, really nice plays, and when that synergy is happening between Fezbot, Fezbo, and Domosaur. It's so hard to break that up, to interrupt that synergy they get going. But well met by the chokers in our first game. This game could have gone a lot worse. Could have gone a lot better. Um, but it was, that was some quality carball. That's what I want to see, and that's what I think we're going to get, and what I hope we're going to get all season long.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
I prefer the games that last longer and are more of a fight tooth and nails game rather than a like clean sweep game.
yeah, no overtimes. But yeah, I mean, Maple Syrup saying GG's good series. Um, Zach is asking if Maple Syrup's okay. We got some kittens in chat. Good, good. Well, thank you all for joining us, and I hope that you stick around for. We are doing a Wednesday rewind on Facebook tomorrow, where we're going to play last week's games to share a little bit with our Facebook group, and then also this Friday at 3 o'clock is our Valorant series, going up against the Carlsberg Chargers. Yeah. Oh, Sandberg Chargers. Sorry, not Carlsberg. Sandberg. My apologies to whatever state that city is from, and whatever college that is. I apologize. Did not mean to mangle your name. I'll write it down on my hand next time. So I'll say versus the Sandberg Chargers, and it'll be right there. Thank you, everybody. That's going to do it for us here today at GHC Esports. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Take care.